Welcome to Unusual Sushi. My name is Matt Johnson.
And I'm Nick Seipel, and this is the show where we take your favorite foods and make them into sushi.
This week, we decided to take a look at what is an American classic.
An American classic like cold cut sandwiches. A lunchtime fare of Americans everywhere.
Now, an American classic, like cold cut sandwich, turkey and cheese, roast beef, ham, they're usually wrapped inside of a bun.
But not this week. This week they're wrapped in rice. Now, the first thing we need to do is cook some sushi rice. It's going to take longer than anything else we're doing, so that's the first thing we're doing.
We'll get right back to you.
Let's take a quick look at what we're putting into our cold cut sushi today. We'll start with the vegetables. We've got some pickles, of course. They've got to be on some classic sandwiches. We've got lettuce. We've got some nice crispy red onion and some delicious red tomato.
On top of that, we're going to be putting the major base of these sushi sandwiches. We're going to be using cold cuts and cheeses. We have turkey, we have roast beef, we have ham, we have American cheese, Nick's favorite.
Plastic cheese.
Plastic cheese. And we also have some provolone.
That's right.
In addition to all these ingredients and condiments, we have sauces to go with it.
We do. We've got classic mayonnaise. We've got classic yellow mustard. We have traditional, for sushi, soy sauce. And, of course, we've got spicy mayonnaise. Made special just for today.
All right, we have our rice, we have our ingredients. We are ready to roll.
Let's sushi!
Here we have our mats. We have our nori paper. So I'm going to begin by putting our bed of rice down. Nick, what are you going to start with? What is the cold cut sandwich of your dreams tonight?
I think while I normally go for a nice turkey, I think what I'm feeling tonight is the roast beef.
Well, that works out because I am actually a turkey fan myself, so I would like to do turkey. Now, in preparation for this video, we practiced a few times, and hopefully our rice isn't too thick as we're going through. I'm about there, so I'm going to start assembling myself. So what I'm going to begin with is, I believe, some of this provolone cheese. So one of the things that I learned while practicing our Unusual Sushi is that we don't want to go too heavy on the ingredients. I'm going to use 1 slice of cheese, half a slice of turkey, a little bit of onion, I'll do pickles, and lettuce.
I'm going to start with half of a slice of roast beef. I'm going to take a slice of good old American cheese. I'll do some onion bits. Oh, you're rolling up the sauce in the sushi. I like that.
This is already going to be messy.
Yep, I'm going for a little tomato, and I think that's all I'm going to be able to fit in this bad boy. Well, that's okay with me. A little bit of lettuce will be fine.
Oh boy. So,
that's a big fat sushi roll right there.
That is a big sushi roll right there.
Alright, so I've got everything stacked up here. We're just gonna... I left the rice off this edge over here. I'm just gonna use that as a starting point. And we're just gonna go for it. Go for broke. That's what they say. That's what I say.
Let her fly. So.
And it's another big roll of sushi, that's for sure.
Now, are there any other rolls that you want to do right now before we cut these up? We didn't even touch the ham.
We better get some ham going. That's true.
Do you want to do a ham or do you want to do a club?
If you do ham, I'll do a club. How about that?
That'll work.
Club's going to be dangerous and difficult, I'll tell you that.
Dangerous and difficult.
It's true.
There you go.
Well, yeah, we got our nori paper. Start laying down my bed of rice here.
I'm going to start again with a little bit of ham. Start with, I'm actually going to use some of your plastic cheese. I might put a few pickles on.
Well, in that case, I'm going to go with some more roast beef, of course. some, maybe like half a slice of ham.
Yeah.
Get that tore up there.
While you're doing that, I'm going to start rolling.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to get half a slice of turkey on this bad boy. This is going to be a fat roll right here. And,
I don't know if anybody has any ideas how we're doing with our rolling techniques, but if you could point us in the right direction, I bet you we would appreciate it.
That's true. I'll put some cheese on here. Why not?
Cheese for the haters.
We'll go provolone this time. Get a little fancier. A little bit of lettuce. Why not? Alright, I'm going to start rolling her up.
Alright. Sounds like a plan.
It's a roll. It'll do. There's my sushi.
All right. So I already have my sushi right here ready to go. A couple big fat rolls here. But I am excited to try them out. So while Nick is slicing his, I'm going to explain a little bit here. We're going to do a taste test here at the end. We rolled it up. We're going to cut ours up. We're going to get it plated. We use the term plated loosely just because we're going to have it out here on the table, and then we'll have it ready for a taste test. We're going to do some grading on it, on the taste, the texture, the look, visually appealing. Is it, does the mouthfeel, is it good? And then we are actually going to do a authenticity and see how authentic it is.
That's right. All of these things are important to us with our unusual sushi.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Matt's going to start cutting up his sushi now. And while he does, I just want to say that any and all support from everybody watching is always appreciated. If you'd like to subscribe, there's a button down below. If you'd like to drop us a comment and let us know what you'd like us to do next, then feel free. We'd love to hear it. And let us know what you think about what we're doing here. Obviously, we don't really know what we're doing here. This is only the second time I think I've ever made sushi. So, we're doing a lot of figuring it out.
We're having a lot of fun doing it.
And that's the point. Alright, we've got our sushi plated, and we're ready to taste it.
I don't know about you, but I'm pretty excited for this.
Yeah, it looks very interesting. It's gonna be something different.
And actually, if you look at it with just the naked eye, not knowing what we did to it, it kind of looks like it might be authentic.
No, it doesn't.
What do you want to start with?
How about we just start with the turkey and cheese?
Turkey and cheese?
Yeah. Turkey, cheese, and a little bit of pickle there. That's what it looks like to me, yeah?
Yes, sir.
What do I want to put on this?
Turkey and cheese. That's the ham and cheese.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, this is the turkey and cheese. It's hard for me to tell. I've got bad eyes. Cheers.
Cheers.
I think I'm going to do a little bit of mustard then.
All right. Let's try it. So first things first, I put way too much mustard on mine. But I will say that if you like turkey and cheese sandwiches, that is a very good taste.
Yeah, that is really good. The rice kind of adds to it. That's fantastic.
The rice almost gives it like the bready feeling, the bready taste of an actual roll. But it's got the rice texture.
Yeah, it's super interesting. I mean, it feels like you're eating sushi, but it tastes like you're eating a sandwich. It's very weird, but good. Some would call it unusual. God knows I would.
Unusual.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to try next? You want to try one of yours?
Yeah, let's do the, what was this one? Like ham and...
Was that your club?
No, this is the club over here. What else did I make?
Roast beef?
Roast beef.
All right.
Let's do that one.
Cheers. What are you going to put on this one?
I think for this one, I'm going to go with a little spicy mayo.
Spicy mayo sounds like a good idea. You know what would have been good? A little horseradish.
Ooh, yeah. A little bit of wasabi in there.
You know what we could do? in addition to the things that we had got to set up this video, I also got some traditional wasabi paste. I don't know how traditional it is, but more of a traditional wasabi. So, put a little dab here, a little dab there.
I like it. I'm gonna get a little bit on mine.
Give it a try.
If I can. There it is.
Cheers, cheers.
A little bit of that goes a long way.
I'm glad that mine didn't pick up all the wasabi that I was trying to get. Interestingly,
Despite that, it's really good.
the wasabi and the spicy mayonnaise complement each other very well.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna try this a little more here. I had them backwards anyways. I tried the club.
Oops.
Alright, let's try a little bit of this.
So far, as far as I'm concerned, we've had 2 out of 2 really good unusual sushis. I thought this was going to be stranger than what it is, but it actually tastes great.
It actually does. It's amazing how good that is, frankly.
So what do we have next? We have ham and cheese.
Let's go for the ham and cheese.
Okay, so for the ham and cheese, I went pretty basic. Did a slice of ham. Did the American cheese with a pickle inside. I'm going to go mustard. I don't know what Nick's going to do. Actually, I'm going to do just a little dab of soy sauce just for a little saltiness.
That's what I was going to do too, actually.
And then on the flip side, just a little bit of mustard.
I'm just going straight for the soy sauce. So the cheese is almost gives it like a Philadelphia roll feeling to it, which is super interesting. But aside from the fact that it's just really good ham, that's awesome.
The texture of that American cheese, like Nick was saying, it's just like cream cheese, except it has that American cheese flavor.
Yeah.
It's amazing. This is actually a really good idea.
You know, I thought this was going to be a lot dumber than we...
Hey, nothing we do is dumb. If you're having fun, listen to me, kids. If you're enjoying yourself and having fun, it's not dumb. Unless it's drugs. Don't do drugs.
Drugs are bad. Don't do that.
All right, last but not least.
Unless a doctor.
Wait. So first off, we've tried 3. We have 1 left. Leading into this last one, what's your favorite so far?
Honestly, I kind of think the ham and cheese.
See, I would say that's the lowest one on my list.
Really?
But I wasn't expecting the roast beef to be as good as it is. I actually like the roast beef with the wasabi and the spicy mayo.
Yeah, I think you're right actually on that. It probably is the best. The ham for me is second and the turkey's third.
Interesting. So what do we have left? You ate the wrong one first.
I did. So I've already tasted the club sandwich, but the club sushi sandwich.
What did you put on your club before? I don't remember.
A little bit of onion, a little bit of lettuce, some provolone cheese, and all 3 meats.
All right. You want to dive in?
Sure. What are you gonna put on yours?
Well, I'm just gonna go straight mustard, I think.
I'm gonna do a little spicy mayonnaise.
All right. Here we are.
That's a lot. Hilariously, I think the American cheese kind of makes every roll better. I didn't really like that one as much with the provolone on it.
American cheese was pretty good. I did like the texture. I like the provolone flavor. So I would have to argue that I'm not a big fan of that. But
hey, fair enough.
But to each his own.
It's true.
That one reminded me, the club sandwich, the club sushi sandwich roll, reminded me the most of an actual sandwich.
Yeah, I could say that. I can easily see where you're coming from with that one because, I don't know, there's something, because there's so much meat in it, it just overwhelms you with that meat flavor. It just brings you right back to eating a sandwich on that kind.
That's right. That's right.
So, hey, I'm going to have another bite of the roast beef roll.
So, if we put these 4 beside each other, And if we grade it, go ahead and grab those, Nick, please. Please and thank you. Let's do a look, a taste, a texture, and an authenticity rating from 1 to 5. Let's see where we're at. Do you want to grade each one individually or just this, lump them together?
Why don't we just lump them together for this one? Yeah?
That's fair. So, Nick.
Yeah.
At a taste level, where do you think you're at? Did you enjoy this? Did you not enjoy this?
Yeah. Are we going to do out of 5s, out of 10s? What are we thinking?
Let's do it. Let's make it easy. Let's do it out of 5s.
Out of 5s?
Yeah.
All right.
1 being the least, 0 being the least, 5 being the greatest.
Okay. We can do that. I'm okay with that.
Okay. So, in a taste test, where do you think you're at? With these 4 rolls, with the sandwich rolls, all American sandwich rolls, where do you think you're at?
I think, bearing in mind that we are very amateur at this, we're not going to have the rice exactly right. We're not going to have, the pressure that you use to roll the sushi down yet. I'm honestly surprised that this is like a 3, maybe a 4.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I think that I'd probably place it at a 3. In real life, in my average day, sandwiches aren't my favorite go-to meal. It is a classic, and I do enjoy them, but it isn't my favorite. So, as far as the taste, I would say I'd put it at a 3. I think there's things I like more, but there's definitely things I like less.
Yeah, that's fair. And honestly, just the fact that these taste as good as they do is astounding to me, honestly.
Yeah. As far as the look, how do you think we did rolling them together?
I'd say a solid 2 out of 5.
Yeah, I would say so too. So, just picking my plate up, and I apologize for the wasabi smear here. But if you look, these are all different thicknesses of rice. We're not very good at this yet, so we're going to work at it. We're going to make ourselves better, and that's one of the things in life. Just keep getting better, keep working at it. So
it's true, you don't get better if you don't try.
I would say a solid 1 or 2, because this roll's coming apart on me. And
we'll give it a 1 out of 5. We got work to do there.
we got some work to do. As far as texture thing, where do you think we're at? Because the rice gives it an interesting component. The different cheeses give a different component. That's probably the most texturally differing thing. I
would 100% say the American cheese sort of made those rolls for me, just because it gave it that Philadelphia roll creaminess that I didn't expect at all.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't know if it is a little bit of residual heat from the rice melting the cheese down a little bit, or if it's just the cheese itself making the texture, but it was good. I do like the provolone flavor. I do traditionally like that, but
I would say if we doubled up the provolone maybe, because those are very thin slices of provolone. Sure. I think if we doubled them up, you would get a better texture from it.
I don't know that you would get the creaminess, but you'd get a different texture.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
I was impressed, yeah.
Yeah. So where do you grade us overall? What about authenticity? How authentic do you think this is?
Oh, it's easily a 5 out of 5 authentic, unusual sushi.
I would agree with that. Being that it's our first one, and being that I feel good about myself, I'm going to give it a 5 as well.
There we go. Overall, honestly, when it comes down to it, I feel like taste is king, and so I was impressed and surprised by how it tastes and how well it translates from sandwich to sushi. So I'm going to say solid 3 out of 5 for us on this. What do you think, Matt?
Yeah, I would say, again, just from a starting point, just from not knowing what we're doing or where we're coming from or where we're going, I feel like we did pretty well. I think we have plenty of room to improve, and I think some input from the viewers would be very helpful.
I agree with that.
But if you have any tips or tricks for us, we would love to hear it. If you have any, like we said before, if you have any examples of things that you would like us to try to make, we would love to do that, because we think this channel is a pretty good idea, and we'd like to continue doing it. Yeah. We'd like to entertain you guys.
So hey, if you want to check out the next thing we do, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell if you feel like you need to, just so you know whenever we make something new. And yeah, drop us a comment, let us know what we should do next.
Give us a like too. Thumbs up.
Always. Hey. So hey, thanks for stopping by and checking out what we're doing, and we hope to see you again real soon.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. Again, I'm Matt.
I'm Nick.
This is
Unusual Sushi. And we'll see you again soon.
Take care.